You guys are not gonna believe what just happened to me. Okay. So let me set the scene. It's July. I'm on vacation. Okay. I get an email and they're like, my landlord is like, hey, you owe us 300 something and like 60 something by the end of the week because it looks like you haven't been paying utilities since you moved in. I moved in January. And I was like, actually, I have been paying utilities this entire time. I actually had to prove my utilities were in my name before I moved in to get my keys. So also, mind you, this landlord is like monopoly over our entire town. So I feel like I talk to someone different every single time. But so anyway, then they're like, oh, actually, it's because you have 2 meters on your apartment and you haven't been paying for one of the meters. And at that point, I'm like, okay, you guys are so sketchy. You're trying to get money out of me, thinking any reason to give me, like, make me pay this. So I call my electricity company and I'm like, hi, my landlord's trying to make me pay this because they say I have 2 meters. I feel like you guys would have told me when I signed up that I had 2 meters. So I'm just wondering if I do and how I can prove it. And they said, yeah, you don't have 2 meters. Here's your proof. And I send that to the lady and I send my payment history for electricity and gas. And that's all I can do because I have been paying. So then she's like, oh yeah, actually my bad. It's the wrong address. So totally my bad. Sorry. And I didn't answer. Okay. So then today comes around. So that was in July. So August 1st was my baby's birthday party. So I was busy all day and I completely forgot to pay rent. Okay. So Sunday comes around and I am crying waking up. You guys saw my entire day that day because I was frantic. I just hate missing stuff, and also we're like literally living paycheck to paycheck. So I'm like, if we miss something, like we can't go to get groceries, which is what happened. So anyway, I pay rent through a bank withdrawal on Sunday and also on a debit card because it was like 1,300 something, and I was like, that's a lot, and now I can't go get groceries. Okay, so that's why that happened. So then today comes around, the 6th, 4 days later, and they're like, oh, we got a non-sufficient funds, so we're charging you $20 and also a late fee of $94.50. And I was like, why is their late fee $94.50? Because my thing was like $1,300, which is way more than we pay. And so I go on my account to check the charges, which, like, I'm not on there a lot. Like, I don't really know how it works. I usually just pay rent and leave. But when I logged on, I saw the charges. I, like, clicked on the charge, and it said electricity for 300 something in July. And I was like, oh, that's why it was so freaking much, because we had my rent, we had a late fee, and we also had the $300 charge because that was never taken off my account, even though it should have been taken off my account in July when we figured this out. So I was like, that's why it was non-sufficient funds, because I added this up wrong. Like, I only took out rent from my bank and debit card for the 300 something. So there was some little bit in the middle that I forgot to pay or like had non-sufficient funds. So then I'm crying through all of this morning. I just got a text about the non-sufficient funds. So I call my mom. I'm like, what do I do? So then she comes over, right, like this morning, and she's helping take care of the baby, and we go to my landlord's office. And I'm like, hi, I'm not sure where we went wrong. Like, I know this charge isn't supposed to be here, and I did pay late. I will take responsibility for that. But I shouldn't be paying non-sufficient funds, and this charge shouldn't be on there because I would have paid late on the 2nd, but it should have been like this amount, not this amount. Anyway, they ended up taking the charges all off. Like, thank the Lord. They took off like literally everything. The 300, the late payment, and the non-sufficient funds, because they said it was their fault, which, like, I did pay late technically, but I just shut my mouth because they put me through hell. Okay. On vacation, and then when I got back. Anyway, so this is the hard part. So Wyatt, since we have no money, okay, And some of my very, very nice friends Venmo'd me. I put my Venmo on my card because my card is attached to Wyatt's bank account. He can like reload it. Anyway, so I had my card I gave to Wyatt and for lunch so he could go get lunch with the Venmo money. And anyway, I can't go into his work and I just can't. So I don't know how we're gonna do that. I have to pay a cashier's check today. I can't pay any other way. So I have to go get the card somehow. He also has my car, so we're trying to figure out the car situation. I might be borrowing one of his family's cars, driving out there at his 12, and then getting the card. Then I have to drive back, go get a cashier's check, drop it off before 5. That's it.